So I thought I had an intro clip. Turns out I didn't press the record button, so we do not no longer have an intro clip. So now you get me instead. So basically, the clip that I should have recorded was showing off the location that we picked out. Well, it wasn't picked out, it was determined by the portals for the gold farm, crafting, killing station, whatever you want to call it. We just picked out an area, and then seeing how the system would fit there, and then linking up portals. So then other than that, that's all that really happened, so it's not too big of an issue to worry about. But yeah, so I'll get out of your way. Hope you enjoy the video, and I have been planning some big things. You can see some shadows flying behind me. Yeah, big things soon, TM. Alright, so I was going to do a time lapse, but it did take a lot longer than I thought it was, so we can't finish the whole thing anyway because we do need to wait for a rim that is going to be coming on to do the update suppression here, because if we turn the overlay on, you can't really see it too well, but there actually is, right in the middle here, there's only going to be one portal frame instead of this whole portal. It'll be one portal frame in every single one of the corners here, so right here, 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 and here, or the middle right here, technically. So the middle of the whole strip, there would be just a single portal frame, and there would be no obsidian surrounding it. We're gonna have all that update suppression there, so the piglins just fall down straight in onto here. We can use the armor stand looting and sweep an edge with it, and you can kill them on the sides here. And then everything will fall down here, so we can't finish all of the lamp indicators and everything inside here yet until the update suppression is done. There'll be very careful to stop any of the stuff near the update suppress portals that will update it, and then we would have to do the whole update suppression again. So hopefully we can get this stuff in and not cause any issues, but we'll have to see. But yeah, most of the stuff is done. As you can see, I crafted 75,000 gold nuggets just to fill up the double speed sorters here. We need to do that. That way the double speed sorter can work. So it was around 77,000 or so to fill all 60 of these double speed sorters for just the nuggets. We're gonna attach a couple filters back here, probably like 3 double speed to keep up with the gold ingots we get from the looting itself. And then those will just be filled into a shulker box and then sent up the water stream for the ingots. So that one won't ever go down to the ones for the blocks. We'll always just keep that as ingots. But yeah, you can see where our output is for ingots and blocks. We have the hoppers and chests here, but like I said, I can't finish the whole thing yet until the update suppress portals are in place, because the whole structure is here. It's going to be really hard to update suppress them. But yeah, other than that, everything's pretty much done. Yeah, Toast was the original concept behind this. We can actually go into the single player world where we can compare the two. So Toast was the one that had this original layout over here. But I thought it wasn't the smartest idea to have the storage all the way down here with everything when you're killing areas over here. So I brought that up and then adjusted this a little bit. You can see the difference from this to that. So yeah, there was shulker box loaders down there for the gold blocks only. It only went from nuggets to ingots to blocks. I didn't want that. I wanted to have an option to switch between the ingots. To switch between the ingots and the blocks here. So we have a door there, which might not be there because we have to extend this little hallway for like 200 or so blocks to the other player portal. So I don't know how that's going to be, but yeah. So we can switch between like this, and what that does is it just redirects the water stream here. So we want blocks, that'll go down to the block crafter here. If we want ingots, it'll swap it over to these shulker box loaders here just for the ingots, for the output. So blocks will be on this side, ingots will be on that side, indicated by the item frame, which also indicates what node it's in. We can refill the shulker boxes by putting them in each individual module. So this one will go to there. This one right here will go to this one, and then the one on the right here will go all the way down to the gold blocks one. And then, yeah, we have lamp indicators. If it needs to be refilled, that lamp will go on because the one over here will drop down. it'll turn off, and then it'll send a signal to the up here, power in that lamp. We can turn the hopper lock-in on and off by moving this target block here, which will disconnect this comparator clock. Then that will reignite it there. And then we can turn the down area here into its on state. And where this purple glass blocks are, this will be where the actual portal frame is. So it's a bit easier to see here where the actual portal frames would be. It's one portal frame for each purple glass, and there's none in between. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole system. Do have a player portal for the gold farm. We do have to take a piston bolt because it is about a couple hundred blocks or so. And we still need to do the return. We have pretty much everything besides a little bit of the gilded blackstone here from Bastions. That's pretty much all we need to do left, and obviously get the pistons and repeaters, stuff like that all in place, but that doesn't take too long at all. And a little bit of quartz here, but yeah, we're going to use one portal here that's just elongated, so you just get to the very edge and just stick on the side there. But we have our piston bolt here that takes us to the other side. Now we need to have this so far away just because the portals don't link incorrectly. Then we have some portal deconstruction or portal delinking everywhere. It has pigmen, come up here, then lag the game out. So this will actually be switched over. I'm going to have the drop chute here and the water back here. That way, so that we can go up the water elevator right here and not interfere with this one. You have to walk around this one, then go down. So we'll switch these up real quick, but don't be too bad. Obviously, recycle the minecart so we can go back and forth infinitely. We have some items here for the piston bolts we still need to do. Obviously, you see there's no gilded blackstone. Went to so many bastions to get all this, and we still are like 200 or so short, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, we go down here. We got some more progress down here. I think the, we did remove the update suppressor here. So this will be connected, obviously, but still in the process of building everything, so we can't do that yet. So yeah, what we got here is the same thing I showed earlier. Got a few things to do. All we gotta do is the, the storage here and the selector panels and everything. The lamp indicators. Also what we do left there is that. And if we go into spectator here, you can see that we have a 1x1 portal here. Rim did do this very quickly, so it took him about like a minute just to do the update suppression. It took him longer to build the update suppressor than it did to get the portals here, which is kind of crazy because you would think they're 1x1 portals. You'd think it'd be a lot harder to get, but Rim is just that good at update suppression that he did that quickly. So yeah, a little bit of things to do here, and then we're good to go, but our piston bolt here will go to and from the portal, should give us the player access very easily. Then we have our giant system here, which can handle about 1 million nuggets an hour. This farm produces about 800,000 an hour, but if you uncraft the gold ingots that you get, which we're going to add some sorters here still, you get about 1 million nuggets an hour, which is quite crazy. Think about getting 100,000 gold ingots an hour. It's absolutely crazy. And it looks like something got active. Don't know why that is. Looks like our filters got a little bit low there. Was the farm running? Why did that happen? Someone input shulker boxes or something? I don't know. That shouldn't be active. I only put 4 stacks of shulker boxes in each one of these. So that shouldn't have gone off. Unless the piston... Oh, the piston gets powered there. Oh, okay. It's not too big of an issue, honestly. We could just leave this running constantly. It's not too much, just 2 observers. We would originally only detect if there was items in here to fire that, but that piston being there will cause an issue because it does get powered by that block there. We could also move it over, I think. Maybe. We'll have to see. It's not too big of a deal. Yeah, it happens on both sides. So as long as you get rid of the sticky piston and just power this constantly, it won't be too bad. Will be a little bit annoying though, but what can you do? Alright, so we do need to do some things before we do the update suppression on this side over here. we did not include extra space for the pigment to fall off. So we need to do that with the bedrock breaking we're doing right now. So unfortunately we have to do this, but this is just poor planning on my end. But yeah, other than that, let's go down here. We can break 2 bedrock at the same time with fast right click here. See that? 2 in for 1. Always good to speed it up a bit as fast as we can. But yeah, so we got to do this around the whole thing. Rim's on the other side right now, doing it over there. And yeah, I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to aim right at the top right of the piston here. And get 2 for 1 with that setup. So yeah, a bit of this to do, and then we can go from there and do some update suppress portals. Hopefully we can get that in the time lapse. But yeah, let's get this bedrock breaking done, and then we'll go from there. So a lot of time has passed from the last clip, and as you saw from the time lapse, only the time lapse we got about half of the portal update suppression done, but now we have the full thing done, the full farm in total. So we have all the portals down to Y1, and then we have the turtle legs in place and the blocks to limit so that we don't get any ghast or any of those mobs we don't want. We just want the pigmen to come through. And then the ones that spawn from the portal frames themselves, they will walk towards the eggs here and fall into the void. That's the easiest way to deal with them and the quickest way. And then yeah, so this is done. This did take some time, but it is pretty cool. It does look very, very cool to have this little farm right here. For the first time we're doing update suppression in this world. And yeah, AFK spots right around here. You see a little bit of a glass platform there. Just for now, because we just want to run the farm. We don't need to, we don't get the decoration done, so it's going to take some time. But yeah, we have all this done. We have the overworld side completed. We can top up my levels. We've been testing it out a bit and it is working. But we do need to use a bot so that our client doesn't crash. We did experience a couple crashes, even with entity rendering turned off and stuff. So when we're here, we're going to use a couple bots That way we never unload the chunks and then have huge mob buildup and everything. But yeah, other than that, our lamps are still good. So we have a little bit of a couple of heads here from the farm running. And yeah, we've been in gold block mode. We have this so far from a couple, maybe like an hour or so of testing. We got this many gold blocks. It's about, actually not, about 30 minutes of testing. We got this many gold blocks, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, other than that, we've got a lot of stuff. We got our sword up here for the player to go down there and hit the armor stand. And yeah, all in all, things completely done. We did add some other things. We added a shulker box loader here. So we adjusted the last 4 filters here to for the ingots. And then those ingots will get shot up here and put into this shulker box loader over here. And then that'll be the one side over here for bulk. And then once this area fills up, then this area over here will fill up with the excess shulkers. The very simple trick that hoppers will always prioritize going down than over. So we have a bulk for gold and gold blocks. So if we ever somehow fill up all these just here with ingot shulkers, that'll go to the bulk as well, which is just be unsorted, just be bulk storage for, you know, if we need more. But yeah, let's take some time to get this. Probably go to test it overnight tonight. Now that we have it a bit more reliable, we did run into some issues where the AutoCrafters weren't working. Hopefully that's fixed and that doesn't happen anymore. But if it does, then if not, then we'll have a bunch of gold here ready for the barter area. So we can go build that now. And yeah, let's go get started on the barter area, and then we can see where we go from there. Alright, so we've been testing the gold farm here, and we got some boxes of gold. We have a bunch more, but we need to use all that for the system, or for the spawn decoration rather. So we can't use it all for the system. We have a box of gold blocks to be uncrafted here. We're going to input it into the barter system. Over here, turn it off, and we got a bunch of ingots getting outputted to the piglins there, and now we get to go to the overworld and see the craziness. So we have our storage down here, and then we have the stuff up here. So yeah, we collect everything besides the leather, the potions, and the fire charges, and obviously the boots get burned as well. Ender pearls also get burned. Any books get burned, but yeah, we have storage for quite some of this stuff, but it's never going to get close with the amount of gold you can use. So we have 3 filters for gravel, indicated down here. So we have 3 gravel, 3 blackstone, 2 quartz, 2 obsidian, 1 crine obsidian, 1 iron, 1 for soul sand, 1 for bricks, 1 for spectral arrows, 1 for the string. So yeah, this thing is going crazy quick with only 60 piglins. So yeah, we definitely don't need more than this. But we do have 9 boxes of gold to go through, so it'll take at least some time. It's not going to be instant, which is not, you know, not the main priority here. But you can already see the items flowing in. These are 2x sorters, and we have 3 of them for some of the things. That's the things you get a lot of. We haven't got something here yet. That is obsidian. We have 2 filters for obsidian. Huh. That's gonna take some time to fill up. I don't know why we have 2 filters for obsidian, but crine obsidian is going quick. Iron nuggets we really don't need, but we're collecting anyway. Bricks, spectral arrows, strings, like our only source of string on this server so far, so that's gonna be helpful. But yeah, we'll see how far this gets, and then we can hopefully show the gold farm running. The gold farm has crashed the server, even with me changing stuff on it. So, yeah, I can't run the gold farm for too long, like more than 30 minutes at a time, or else it crashes. But yeah, everything here is all good, and we have our update suppress portal, so all the items come out. This was kind of fun to do, and it was pretty easy, but we did have some. I had some issues for my first time doing update suppression myself. So my issue was trying to get the block on top without updating the portal, but I didn't end up getting it. But yeah, so that's all done. You can pack this area up, and yeah, we can just AFK here for some barter drops if we need. So yeah, let's go see if we can see the gold farm running. Alright, so remember how I said we're going to show the gold farm working? So here it is. We are only running half the farm, so we have the player closer. Normally the player would AFK up here, but we're testing to see if we can load half the farm and still have the server not crash. So hopefully this will do it. If this does, then unfortunately we won't be able to use half the farm. We can run the full farm for about an hour before the server crashes, but I'm hoping that this here, be loading half the farm, will at least make the server stable. Yes, we'll lose about half of the rates here. So, oh no, we'll only get about 500,000 gold nuggets an hour compared to 1 million. A small price to pay for a stable server, hopefully, but it's looking good so far. Normally it would be around 40 MS or around 25, so that's pretty good. I'm going to try to have the player go back as far as they can here, so player goal. Alright, that should be good, so we get a little bit more there. Yeah, those extra few spots of the spawnable could mean a difference in the long run, so yeah, hopefully this works. So let's see the overworld side. The spawn in here is just crazy to watch because they like spawn for like a couple ticks on the server and they're just gone immediately. Besides the ones that of course spawn in the portal, which are those jockeys right there that spawn in the chicken. You can see them spawn ever so often, which is why we have those turtle legs on the side there to lure them off the edge and send them into the void. Disappear. There they go. Boop. So yeah, it's still crazy to watch. Let's go to the overworld side here. Let's get it right here. So yeah, we're going to have most of the pigmen to come on the one side there. So we're only loading that side of the farm when those portals link to these two on this side, but it's still quite crazy to see the input. So just imagine this doubled for the full speed of the farm, and it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, we're still not going to even get close to the full speed of the farm here. We have a couple crafters here for gold ingots to blocks here. So we're using a couple of those there and sending those gold blocks up to here. And then these ones will get sent to the storage here. We added a bulk storage here. And hopefully, we're using all the gold for decoration right now for the spawn perimeter, as well as we're going to need the gold for the decoration for this perimeter here. So we're going to be AFKing this for quite some time. So hopefully this is stable to run with only half the farm. It's kind of unfortunate we put all the effort in to have all 4 chunks, but it does look kind of cool to have all 4 chunks, even though we can't really use all 4 chunks without crashing the server. So hopefully if this works out, then we'll at least have 500,000 golden nuggets an hour, which is still absolutely insane to think about. But it can't reach its full potential without the risk of the server crashing, which is kind of unfortunate, but we'll go from there. But yeah, other than that, make sure you like, subscribe, all those sorts of things, and I'll see you in the next one.